Alright guys, it is quail processing day. So I'm getting my stuff together here. Got my knife, got my pruners, some bowls. And one thing that I was needing, I needed something to bring the quail from outside into the house. I also needed something for when we go and get like baby chicks from the poultry swap or wherever, that we can have a small something that reusable to carry. So I had this little tote that my daughters used to keep all their hair bows and clips and brushes and all that stuff in. But since we're not using them anymore, I said, oh, we could use that. So I put some holes in it, washed it, put some holes in the sides of this one, on this side and that side. And we have a great little small handheld carrier that we can use to take with us, whether it's just for processing the quail, which is perfect for the quail, for processing them, taking them from the backyard into the house, and having somewhere where I can leave them in here and get one by one. Perfect for that. As well as, like I said, if we get baby chicks, we can put some bedding in the bottom of this very easily. And it's plastic, so we can easily clean it when we're done, sanitize it, and we're not reusing and looking for boxes and adding to that complete constant recycle pile. So I'm excited about having this now. All right, I'm gonna get started. Oh, I also got my water boiling here because I am going to try a second time to keep the skin on the quail. It's better that way if you use fried pieces, if you have the skin. I mean, it's more flavor, all of that. So in that way, and you just rub the feathers off. I did it once when we were trying quail a few months ago, and I learned a little bit. Like I couldn't leave it in there too long, you know, too many dunks, because then it would tear the skin. But if you get it just right, you can get the skin on, and it's perfect. So we're gonna try that again. All right, so I'm gonna go get the quail, and I'll be right back. So here are the quail inside my DIY carrier. Look at that, it's perfect. Perfect size. These quail, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in here. One of them has already pooped inside of it, of course. Birds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6, right? Yeah, 6. So I have more boys that were in there, but they are smaller because they're from a second, from the third hatch that we did. They're from Quail 3.0. This is Quail 1.0 that we did. So I'll tell you the date. I'll make sure to put the date of exactly how many weeks they are when I edit the video, so you can see them. All right, so again, I got all my tools here. Now this water is a little bit too hot. I need it to be at like 160. It's reading at 190, 82, let's see, it was 200 a minute ago. 196, 197, so yeah. Need that to cool off a little bit, but I turned it off. And I'm supposed to dip them in here for about, just kind of dunk them around for about 30 seconds. Take them out, rub the feathers off. And then once I have about 90% of the feathers off, dunk them again for about 15 seconds and get those final feathers off. Now, since my water is a little bit hotter, I probably won't do the initial dunk for 30 seconds. I'll probably let that be more about 15 seconds that time. So it won't do too much too fast. All right, so I'll try to video as much of this as we can, and we'll keep going. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food that we are about to harvest. May we do everything right so that it is as humane as possible. We thank you and we thank this quail for their ultimate sacrifice and being able to feed our family. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen. All right, so I got my prunes here to cut the heads off. We had our prayer. Just going to get one here. Hold them upside down. It's okay. I know. Hold on. It's okay. Let's get them a little calmer. Hi. It's okay. hold them upside down like this. You see they get very calm. Off. Obviously he is dead. Let them hang upside down to drain the blood. You'll see the involuntary movements that always happens in all living creatures. Okay, I'll just let go and just grab them by its feet so you can see. Still mostly dripped out. So this one is pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to take them over to the water. I'm going to use this bowl just in case anything drips out. It doesn't drip out on the floor. Alright, so we're pretty much dripped out here. I'm going to test my water again just to see where that is. Out of curiosity, again, you need it to be at least 160. Mine is still higher than that. We're down to 181. So that's good. So the normal time would have been 30 seconds. So we're going to do 20 seconds since it's a little higher. Just do a quick test. Look how easy that came out. Alright, so we're definitely good on that. Alright, so you can see these feathers are coming out very easily. The person that I watched do them, he said to rub them off. You can do that as well. Just take your thumb and just kind of rub. Like you don't have to like pluck and pull hard. I'm just being extra careful because I really don't want to rip the skin. I want our skin to be on there when we eat these. Alright, so the only part I'm going to pluck is when I hold onto the wing and pull these pin feathers out. Then it gets easy again. And I get past those long ones. So again, I'm being more gentle and getting those out. So again, once you get to 90% of them off, is when I will do a second dunk, just for a few seconds. We knocked off 10 seconds before because it was hotter than it needed to be. So again, this time, instead of doing the 15 seconds, I'll just do it for like 8 seconds. Roughly 8 to 10. But this seems to have worked. I'm very pleased with having the skin on these. Look at that. Good deal. probably being more gentle than I need to be, just because I'm still new at this and I don't want to rip the skin. And the tail, I'm going to cut that whole entire tail off, so I'm not worrying about too many of the feathers that are on the tail. I can really see what's left. It's hard to tell. Alright, well good. Whew, I'm hot. Okay. So here we are. All cleaned up. So I'm going to take my good scissors and cut the tail off. Let's see, make sure I get this right. Hopefully that works. Okay. Get the legs. So it's just like little drumsticks, basically. What was next? The
back.
This here, right?
Yeah.
So, oh Lord. Yeah. This is a little harder to get. This side of the backbone. Okay, this part's not working the way I was hoping. It's supposed to be cut right up both sides of the backbone. But for some reason, I can't seem to get there. Maybe I'm not over enough. If you don't want to cut everything will be exposed, and I should be able to just dump it out. I don't believe that's true. All right, so got most of that out, which is good. Now the lungs are always sticky. They want to stick to it. get out everything. Cold water. Give them a good cleaning. Don't need this extra. That right there. Sam's giving it a go. Try to lay his head back a little bit and down so the blood goes down, not towards the wall. Hard and quick. So hold him upside down so the blood drips out. $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30. Lift up. And there you have it. We did 5 of them. We had 6 we started with, but I put one back because it was a little smaller than I wanted. So I'm gonna wait until the week after the 27th because some of them were not 8 weeks yet. So it was a little bit smaller. So here we go. There's 5 of them there. They came out great. The skin is on all of them. I am very pleased with this method and we will be continuing to do this going forward.